Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple Show for Friday, April 1st. Mike Brenner, we got 10 games on the card tonight. Yep. I've been putting a lot of time into my baseball preparation, but so I haven't fully crunched this entire card yet. But there are a bunch of bets that I made already, and most of them on totals.
It's a large slate.
I'm happy to share them. I'll give a couple picks.
I'm not happy to be sitting here 2 days in a row getting beat. Now I'm just grateful Golden State did what they did. They covered that first quarter. Mm-hmm. They were up by 7. OKC, right. Yeah, and OKC didn't cover the half, didn't cover the game. So that was my one spark last night. And sometimes I'm going to talk about what you talk about because I don't put it out there on my own account where I bet some heavy plays. I went heavy on the Cavaliers. Had some bloggers tired of hearing about the Cavaliers. Long story short, I went heavy on the half of the game, banked some bucks, and those are my power picks, which I'm hitting in the 60s on those, 60%.
Nice.
And it's documented. But with that being said, I think I'm going to start sharing more of what I'm putting on my personal account.
Yeah, you should.
I got to pay in this board because 1 and 3 does not get it done. It doesn't do anything positive. I'm at 111 and 96, 53 and a half. I know there's a couple bloggers waiting for that thing, but don't get excited. Yep. Bookie, don't get excited. And Pete, 55 and 65. He's promising a sweep of the board today, 45%.
But on my personal account, 72% ATS, which is I'm kidding around. I'm kidding. Hey, I just love to make. I'm Mr. Excuses.
Well, I don't make no numbers
Call
up, and
me
I don't
Mr.
make excuses. And all I know is that this number is going to go up. Playoff time's coming, and I'm just telling you, March Madness is over in the calendar year, but still we got a couple days left. It's been crazy, but I'm back. Brenner's going to get back, and he's going to get hot.
We got 10 games on the card tonight, and I got a bunch of bets that I will give as picks. If they win, I will be very happy about it. If they lose, I will be back with excuses in our next show, and let's just get into it.
You know what, though? My father always told me, he said, winners don't quit and quitters don't win. So it makes sense, bro. That tells me get up, brush your knees, move forward. That's what I'm doing. So if there's any doubters, it's okay. Bring it on. I can handle it.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's get into one game that's very interesting that I did bet on, and it's Cleveland and Atlanta. Maybe you have something to say about it. As far as the side is concerned, I'm not exactly sure. I did hit the under. It was open at 207.5. I missed that opener, but I did get 206, and it's now 206.5 or 206 market wide, and I like the under on that one.
For that to be a low-scoring game?
Well, that last loss was deflating by, and for Atlanta, yeah. And then Cleveland, they're going to play hard, but are they going to run up the score? I don't think so. They're going to play to win, but any way you cut it, I believe they're tired. They're tired. All those motherfuckers tired. And I like the under at 206.5, and I'll give that as a pick now.
You're going to pull a pistol down.
Yeah, full game under 206.
The trigger, baby.
Under 206.5.
There's one.
You have anything to say about that game?
I do. I have 2 plays in that game, and hey, I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think they're that tired. I don't think Cleveland's that tired. I like them on the first half. I grabbed them plus 1.5. And I like them on the game plus 2.5. And before I put this out there for our show today, I bet it heavy on my own account, and I did. I really went heavy on that. I like it. I think they look at this and say, all right, there's 3 teams in the East chasing the number 1. You got Toronto, you got Atlanta, you got Cleveland. All right, trust me, they're going, wait a minute, we got to get this victory. This team's coming off a big loss. All right, at home, I think Cleveland's quietly just going to kick the ass, not kick their asses, but they're going to get it done, and they're going to take the game, and they're going to cover the half.
Sure. I mean, they could cover, but why do you? But you think it's going to be a higher scoring game, most likely? I mean, Atlanta can shoot.
I didn't say that, but when you said 207, 206s, that's for me, and I'm not a totals guy, Pete.
It's a little low. It's a little low, right?
Yeah.
I prefer to be seeing 210.5 to 11, some shit like that. Yes,
because this might be a run and gun show early.
No, you're right, man. I'm just going, and especially like the fourth quarter, it won't be like the Nets where like the scoring just collapses.
Exactly.
Atlanta will
but
still
that's
be.
My first 2 plays.
Yeah, okay.
Cavaliers on the half, and Cavaliers on the game.
And it is a split line on both of those, so you get plus 1.5 on the first half, plus 2.5 on the second half.
Yep.
All right, let's see. What else did I bet? Oh, I'll tell you another one that I bet on the over. I'm not sure what I think about it. The total in Toronto, Memphis seemed low. I got it at the opener of 197. Now it's 198 market wide. Memphis, Toronto's gone over in 4 straight games. They have an offense that can be productive. Yeah. And Memphis, they've been an overtrender as well. Just seemed like a little too low of a total. Do you have anything to say about that game?
Well, what do you think? First of all, I think Toronto gained some confidence with that big win. And again, my hat's off to Toronto. It's like I said, hey, I don't gloat, all that shit. Bottom line, when I beat those guys up verbally, I take the beat. When they turn around and show me different. They look like a real team the other night. They look great. But my concern with them through the years has been that, okay, that was good. Now let's not worry. But I think tonight, I think they're going to Memphis, and I think they get it done. I love Toronto in the first half, -2.5.
Wow,
That's
yes,
my
and that
third
one
play.
is also a split line, 2.5 or 3. Oh, that's mostly 2.5.
And if they can't get it done back-to-back, all right, coming off that big win against Atlanta, if they can't go to Memphis and get it done, which I think they will, but if they can't, then this team is done again early in the playoffs. But I think Toronto tonight steps it up, they shows it up. Zach Randolph's the only healthy body in a uniform there from damn near, and he's going to be putting the brunt on his back again. It's going to be too much against a high-octane offense when they want to be. So Toronto on the half and the total, Pete, I don't know what to say about that.
I don't know.
We'll talk about that at Hooters.
I don't really. I mean, I hit the overnight over. I'm still not sure, though, what I think about it. I'm glad to see with the line moving. And then big news, DeMarcus Cousins in Miami, Sacramento is out, suspension, because of too many technical fouls. Miami off an embarrassing loss to the Lakers.
He's his own reality show.
Yeah, he is.
He's his own reality show. Being DeMarcus. Amazing.
Now, right, Miami.
Such a talented kid, too. I'm sorry, but
Sure.
it kills me. That kid is loaded with talent. He could be a beast. And can he properly, you know where he needs to go? He needs
Hooters.
to go to San Antonio.
Oh,
Hooters with us
Hooters
first.
where
He needs to go to San Antonio. All right, for real. If Tim Duncan retires, let Popovich get under him.
You think so? Yeah, but Popovich, and I read this about the Spurs, players don't go to San Antonio and become team players with good character. Popovich picks them beforehand.
Right.
So
you're right.
I don't
Plus,
know
when Duncan retires, Pop says he's going out the door with him, and I believe they will. They'll walk out together. So.
All right, well, we got Miami off an embarrassing loss to the Lakers and Cousins out. Is Miami on the first half a no-brainer? You can have them at -4 right now.
Jesus. I want to pull the trigger so bad on that game, but Miami started. I think they're tired. I think that's the tired team. Dwayne Wade and Hasside's playing. I like that young kid, Justice Winslow. Jesus.
But that wasn't one of your picks.
No,
obviously.
but you got me sitting there flirting with an 8th pick. I'm not doing it, but I might bet it on my own account.
Okay, fair enough. And then another one that what was the other one that I bet? Let's see what. Another interesting one. Brooklyn and New York. Mike Brenner, did you know that out of the Knicks' last 17 games, how many of those games went over the total?
I have no clue.
Just take a guess. 17 games. How many went over?
Shit, probably 16.
Nope. Two.
That's it.
Two out of their last 17 games went over the total. 15 and 2 and 15 over under in their last 17 games.
So
That's
what
the
does that tell you, though? Do you stay on that trend, or do you think that trend stops today?
I've been. I don't know. I did bet the under at. I think that. I mean, Brooklyn's on a back-to-back, and also the Knicks are resting their top guys. They're reducing the minutes now.
You know what's happening? There's the shit I love. Excuse my language. The locker room banner. There's a big rift going on between Kurt Rambis, the coach,
There's
and
some
Aaron
issues there.
Epple.
Now that
almost
could
went to blows, to punches.
Right. Now that could go both ways. They could just decide to throw defense out the door in some kind of a protest. But my sense is that that the under will still be a good play, not necessarily a massively
Only
good
two,
play.
though, out of 17. That's unbelievable.
But I did bet it, and
hey, I said it in the Periscope this morning. That city of New York, that state.
Something's up with that
They ought to
state.
be embarrassed.
What
I mean,
the
thank
hell's
God
wrong
for
with
the New York Mets, but my God, the Brooklyn, and they got so much money in the rosters between the Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets. You got James Dolan that owns the Knicks, some Russian guy that owns, or I think he's Russian, whatever country he's from. He owns the Nets, Czechoslovakia. They have just flushed more money down the toilet. Unfreaking believable. They ought to be paying people to come in there and watch them play.
They got a lot of money. All right. Anyway, getting back.
I love getting you off of,
I also took a shot with the under in Utah, Minnesota, which is 194. Utah obviously been a big under trender, although they have some injuries which could impact their defense. But last time these two teams met, a few.
Who's got some injuries?
Utah, or not a.
What do you know that I don't know?
Who was it? Was it Gobert or one of the guys?
Okay,
just a minor injury.
Right.
A minor injury. They met a few games ago. Game as predicted, as expected, went to under 180, and I'd like the under there. I bet that one as well. And then Philly and Charlotte also playing on second of a home and home. I like the over on the overnight, and it did go up. It's now 207.5 or 208, and I like the first half over on that one as well at 105. I might give that one as a pick. Yeah,
do you have the money line on that?
The money line.
I took Philadelphia on the money line.
On that to win?
Absolutely.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
No, I don't have the money line. I have the full game spread though, which is 15. Yeah. The money line's probably somewhere around 1,900, something like that.
That's what I'm doing. I love it. That's going to be one of my plays.
Wow, he's doing an April Fool's shit.
Shit! April Fool's pistol, Pete. You think I would pull that trigger? You should have seen the look on your face. It was priceless.
Look, The bookies can get over on me with their spreads, but you're not going to get over with
anybody that stops Pistol Pete down when he's in the middle of an analyzation of a game, anybody that can slow him down did a good job.
All right, well, let's get some more of your picks, Mike Brenner. What do you have for us?
Okay, all right, back to being serious on this. All right, I've got the Wizards on the first half. -4, I know.
Really? That was another one that I took. I took Phoenix on the overnight, plus 6.5 or 7. Now it's 7.5 or 8.
And I put it out here this way. This is where I have to get in my head myself. The Wizards are absolutely in a desperation to either blow up, implode mode, or they got to win. You're facing
Phoenix has some life to them.
I know they do. They got life. They got guys I can't even pronounce. Couldn't
playing
tell you where they went to school, and they're playing spoilers. But I think tonight, these egos that are fighting amongst each other, because Bradley Beal said some shit. There's some guys in here that don't want to play and don't want to win, and they need to sit. So what's that telling you? And I don't think he was talking about John Wall. Right. I think he's getting in the heads of Nene. Where the fuck? With that language. Where's Nene been?
Yeah.
For real, that guy's making a killing. They give him a guaranteed contract. The guy never shows up.
I feel like their problems are somewhat fundamental, and as a big home dog, Phoenix playing a spoiler.
I'm going on the half, though, Pete.
Right.
I like the Wizards
on the
half -4. My mom's looking down. I promise, Mom, my language will get better. That's stopping. I got to
market wide. Then also the Boston Golden State game. This is another one that I actually did bet on the overnight. I took the under. I took the under at 223. Now it's down to a 222. The Greek has 222.5.
You think they're going to lay off the gas pedal in the second half?
Somewhat enough. I mean, it's a high total. I predicted when we did our
Boston usually doesn't go over high totals. Boston usually doesn't.
Well, they're probably going to employ some kind of slow it down game plan at some point during this game, and I'm just not convinced that Golden State's going to be gunning the whole way. It could easily go over. I took a small shot with the under at 223. What do you have to say about that game?
Boston's a little tired too. They're on this road trip. They're tired.
Right.
And look, they were at Portland last night. Had the lead in the first half, playing good ball, and then Portland wore them out. So I like it, Pistol Pete. I think you might be onto something right there, buddy. I'm taking Golden State though in the first half -7, and that's no April Fool's joke.
That is 7 or 7.5
I'm
market
taking it
wide.
at 7. Yep, absolutely.
You think that do you think that Boston's not going to be on the back-to-back?
I think they're tired, Pete.
I will give the full game. It's a little bit iffy, but I'll give the full game under. It's 222 market wide, but the Greek has 222.5, so I'll take that one under 222.5. And what else do you have? How many of your picks?
You didn't hear any injury report about Hayward or Derek Favors, did you, when you were looking up Utah? If it was
I can't remember. It was like a minor. No, I think it was Hayward, but I'm not sure if he's going to be out. It was like a minor thing where he just left the game early.
Okay, I'm going to lay off that one anyway. But
don't let me talk.
No, you're not. You're not talking it out because I had a big question mark. But I do have a 3-team teaser that's overdue to cash.
Okay, let's hear it.
Sacramento is now canceled off of the list. Okay, so I'm replacing them with the Cavaliers. Okay, which will now get 8.5.
Yep,
right?
8.5. Yes.
Cavs plus 8.5. All right. The Golden State Warriors after the adjustment should be -6.
I'm sorry.
I'll take that one,
-6, right? -6.
Okay, -6, and Utah Jazz -3.
Yep.
Even though they still have that injury, I still think they get by and they beat the Wolves. So -3 is what that should be.
Okay, all those lines are market wide. Is that all your picks? Is there anything else?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total. I've given them all, but I will review them.
Okay, review them.
Okay, here we go. I like the Washington Wizards first half. By God, it's about time you paid me back, Wizards. All right, it's -4. I like the Wizards. Toronto. Get it running early. First half -2.5. Cavaliers on the first half +1.5, and Cavaliers on the game +2.5. And then Golden State on the first half -7, and then a 3-team ticket casher, baby, with the Cavaliers, the Golden State Warriors, and the Utah Jazz. Pistol Pete, I'm overdue. I'm just going to say it
let me go over my picks. I will give Philly Charlotte first half on the over 105. Okay. Then Brooklyn and the Knicks. So I want to give the under on that one. That's tricky, but I'll do it.
They got nothing to play for. There's nobody interested there.
The line is all over the place. Bookmaker has the lowest at 201. The Greek has the highest at 202.5. So the market is way confused about that one. That makes me think that the over is actually probably the way to go. All right, I'll hold off on that one for now. Then what else we have? The under 206.5 in Cleveland, Atlanta. I gave that one. Then the Toronto Memphis total. I'll hold off on that one for now. Although I
change your mind on that?
Nothing changed on. I'm just not sure if I want. I'm just not sure if I want to give it publicly. Then Minnesota, Utah, under 194.
You got to pull the trigger at Hooters.
Yes. Oh, I'll be pulling the trigger like 4 or 5 times at Hooters. And then Minnesota, Utah, under 194. Do I want to give that one? That's a tough one. I'll hold off on that one as well.
I love when you break
and
your
then,
games. It's beautiful.
And then I will take Boston Golden State on the under 222.5, and I will also take on the full game Phoenix. Now +8 is available. I'll take Phoenix on the full game +8. Those are my picks.
Well, don't forget to give Philadelphia on the money line too.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Pistol Pete. And again, I give my plays out with confidence every day, and I'm tired of losing.
Okay.
Don't like it, so I'm turning it around. With that being said, we're going to pan this board one more time because, it's about business. Playoffs are coming, and I'm telling you, we laugh a lot, but, man, I want to win. 111-96, 53.5 after tomorrow. I'm telling you, Brenner's moving that thing up. Pistol Pete, 55-65. He's got some interesting picks today. I like it. He's moving it up. And an April Fool's Day for our picks. Okay, that ain't no joke. All right, 45% Pistol Pete. So we're going to move it up. We're going to have fun doing it. We're going to do it one game at a time because that's the only way to do it. And, buddy, we're about ready to get on out of here and head up to Hooters. So tune in, viewers, for the live Periscope, 2 o'clock Eastern today. And it's going to be live from the Hooters in Costa Rica. We're looking forward to having a great time. Pistol Pete's going to pay his bet.
Interesting NBA card tonight. Really interesting.
It is.
Good
and
show.
I like
Good show,
the picks,
Mike.
and let's get it done.